Another element of setting the machine, it may be necessary to adjust this clock. The two motors may not be aligned. Okay, it is done in the simple manner of releasing the grub screw and turning this tenoning disc, okay, to set potentially to 0 or wherever you are, trying to align the two knives, potentially 15mm if you're creating a rebated shoulder. And then you would just tighten that back up to the number that you want. Here you will see we have two digital readouts, okay? One showing the top and bottom head, which means that this will move both motors at the same time, okay? This measurement here will show the height of the bottom head and its cut in relevance to the table itself. This one here shows the movement of only the top head, meaning that this will be the thickness of the tenon. This readout here is for the third scribe head. It's going to give the lateral movement to allow for large ovlos, smaller ovlos, staggered cut, whatever you may be setting up at the time. We'll be using this crank handle just for movement. As in all of the other parts of the machine, the crank handle comes and this is what you use. This shaft here is for the rise and fall of the third scribe head. There is no digital readout on this head particularly. It's more of a feel, or you just set it where where it suits the cut of the first bottom head. You would just lift it up until you can see the cut being made, or at least just shaving past the underside of the tenon. We have a cam clamp on the table, and it's a simple lever operation. You pull it back to clamp, push it forward to release. The height adjustment is via these large load nuts, and they can be locked off with the M16 nut just here. Okay, we've now fitted the spelt guard. In this case, it's a simple piece of 18mm MDF. Okay, so we're going to use a piece of coil for the test. I just want to show you how to adjust the clamps again. We need to turn this load nut to allow this cam clamp to come down a bit further. So we'll just adjust that. So there's a small amount of tolerance here. You need the same gap there. We're just going to pull the cam clamp until we're happy that it's coming right over. Okay, feels good to me. Okay, so the clamp's now adjusted. We're going to introduce the timber in. Okay, but we still have a void here in the guard, so we need to just loosen these two low bolts off. Okay, slide the guard in. Okay, until it meets or comes close to the timber. Okay, that's a big safety feature. So you've got no space there for any ejection of dust or shavings, and the operator can't, risk any fingers or anything like that. You can't get anything stuck in there. We have a depth stop on the side here. Incrementation is just there, showing the length of the tenon. This incrementation is set from the bottom head. Okay, and then we just tighten them up when we got to the given size. The machine has emergency stop. Okay, we have these start switches for motor 1, 2 and 3 and their individual stops. We also have here a kick stop, should you need it. Okay, so we introduce the timber up to the stop now, pull down the cam clamp. We can turn motor 1 and 2 on. We have those scribe cutter in, so we won't need the third motor on. And we're just going to make the cut. There may be the need of a staggered shoulder. Okay, so as mentioned earlier in the video, we just simply move this to adjust the shoulder line. If you're doing double glazing, you might need an 18mm offset, 15mm potentially. You just set that there. Okay, so we're going to cut the other end now with a staggered shoulder, or offset shoulder, depends on where you're from. And that is the result of the cut.